Okay, right off the bat, I want to say I don't love the term spiritual awakening. It seems a little woo-woo and a little froofy. Is that even a word? But spiritual awakening is what we're going to call it today. Today I'm going to talk about 6 things you should know as you go through your own spiritual awakening. Before we jump into the 6 things to help you through your spiritual awakening, if you're into spirituality and personal development and personal growth and mindfulness in a not too woo-woo type of way with practical, actionable tips and advice, please subscribe to my channel. It's new. Also, like the video and comment below on this video or on videos you'd like to see in the future. Okay, first things first, number 1, what is a spiritual awakening? A spiritual awakening is a higher level of consciousness. It's a unveiling. It's your eyes suddenly being opened, and a process of where you question everything and everything that you learned about yourself, about the world, about life, about our purpose, is sort of stripped away. It's an awakening. It's a rebirth. It's a re-entering the world and your life brand new and seeing things clearly for the first time in your entire life. And because of the change in your worldview, it leads to an authentic and organic personal transformation. Number 2, a spiritual awakening is often, but not always, preceded by some sort of traumatic life event. For me, it was an autoimmune disease, followed not that much later by the death of my brother. For some people, it could be an illness, it could be a death, it could be the loss of a job, the loss of their identity. It could be struggling with depression, hitting rock bottom. So for most people, there's some sort of trigger point that shakes up everything you thought you were, and it makes you sort of question the world as you know it. And then suddenly you'll never be the same again because you've awakened. Now for some people, but I'd say not the majority of people, it's not a sudden awakening. It's a slow, steady process of peeling away the layers of the onion to reach an enlightened place in life. Neither's better than the other. Both equally valid. They just are. Number 3, people are going to think you're crazy. It's going to happen. And they're going to feel a little sorry for you. And they might be a little condescending. And they're definitely going to talk behind your back. That's okay. You are seeing things in a way not only that you've never seen them before, the majority of other people haven't and won't see them that way. So when you start trying to share things you're learning or discovering or thinking, you're going to get some weird looks. You're going to get questions like, I can attest to this one personally. Have you been drinking? No, I haven't been drinking. I've been thinking. I just came up with that right now. Should be a bumper sticker, right? Anyway, so yeah, people are going to think you're crazy. It's okay. As they're thinking you're crazy, you're actually thinking, oh no, you're the crazy one. Number 4 ties into number 3. You will lose friends and you're going to feel lonely. There's 2 parts of this. Number 1, the people who think you're crazy are going to start pulling away. And the second part is some of the people that you had in your world, your circle before your awakening, are not going to quite fit for you anymore. You're going to see yourself differently. You're going to see them differently. You're going to see the way you relate with each other differently. And it may not fit, and it's not a bad thing. And it doesn't mean they're bad or you're bad or it's bad. It's just part of the process. Those people will fall away. New people will step into your life. As this is happening, it's a slow process. You're going to feel lonely. Not only will there be fewer people around you, your circle is now going to be a dot of 1, but also when you try to reach out to people and they look at you like, or you feel a little isolated. This is sort of the most difficult phase, and there's no timeline for it, but but just hang in there because it gets better. Number 5, it is a snowball effect. Once the veil is peeled back in one aspect of your life, once you start seeing one sliver of your life, your purpose, your world, the indoctrination we've all been put through, society, once you start seeing, once the little light comes through a little sliver, it just grows and grows and grows. And once you start questioning one area, aspect of anything, it just goes to follow naturally that you're going to start to question everything. And it gets bigger and bigger, but it also gets better and better and more liberating and freeing. And the more awakened you get, the more you step into your own personal power. And number 6, once you awaken, you can't go back to sleep. There's no way to unknow what you know now. Once you see things clearly, not what you're told, not what you've been raised with. Once you see things for yourself very clearly and undeniably for the first time, there's no putting the genie back in the bottle. You are... I don't think there's a way that you are awakened. I think it's a forever awakening process. And I think once you start to awaken, you continue the process of awakening for the rest of your days. And it's a good thing. Let me know below what stage of the awakening process you're in. Also, what struggles or things have you found on your path? What tips do you have? And what questions do you have for me? Subscribe to the channel if you're into personal development and mindfulness for the not too woo-woo. Give the video a like, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Subscribe to the blog, amaximizedlife.com, 2 X's. On YouTube, A Maximized Life. On Instagram, it's a.maximizedlife. And on Twitter, @DJ Melissa.